You what's good with y'all? Foster Gamer, and we back. Yeah, my bad. I meant to. What the fuck? I meant to continue. Yesterday I ended up watching some vids with Panda and the homie Nero, who is always supporting me. By the way, since Nero want to be accusing me of not shouting him out and shit. Nah, I'm fucking with him. But yeah, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me, and we back at it. So now we're gonna investigate the chimney. You know what's crazy? This is all only the prologue case. But yeah, like same thing as I was giving the advice yesterday was like when it comes to games like this, you usually want to have all your evidence. So unless you feel absolutely rushed, I usually tell people not to like rush shit.
Oh.
Now it's time to confirm my
What are you
suspicions.
doing there? I wouldn't get too close. Soot is forever spitting onto the floor.
Merci for the warning, mademoiselle.
Must find a way to distract Angeline to confirm my theory. Oh, okay.
Ah. Oh. Aha.
Okay.
The longer you are here, the further the criminal goes.
You have... Oh. Huh. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ah. Huh. Hmm.
Collection slip.
Huh.
Slip for collecting garment from Goosen's and CO tailors in town, dated today. Please bring the receipt when you come collect your garments. Mended sleeve, torn. Okay, will be complete by the end of the day, Monday. Available for collection Tuesday.
Anything to.
Merci. Ah.
I don't think I got anything new. Oh wait, yep, we do. Although the package is addressed to an E Paget, there is no house address. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Order and method. That is...
Mended Mill suit. Still effort has been put into restoring it. Process has sentimental value. Okay, well I think we got something with this then. Where's lady at?
Order and method. That is...
Oh wait, hold on.
This will not get me any closer
Okay.
to my goal.
Just making sure. One battle. Wait, this is the final demand for a telephone company, right? Did I even connect that to anything?
Is there something I am not seeing?
I'm thinking that the maid had been like messing with the dude. Why is largely untouched? Was
I
she?
cannot see the logic in this.
I'm missing something here. Oh, thank you, Unqualified. Shout out to Unqualified Player. He dropped a like. And he's in the live chat. Oh wait, these two are connected? Why is that?
I must act on thought and fact.
Does that have to do with the formal
I must
suit?
take a different approach if I am to uncover the...
I'm trying to think where they want me to go with this. She has been seen crying. But could she have also been drinking? Or am I just overthinking this?
Come, my little grey cells.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I must take a different approach if I am to uncover the truth.
They are connected though, because they're both from Old Girl, but I'm like, where y'all want me to go with this? She was dawdling. Was she actually dawdling, or was she actually...
Come, my little grey cells. We must think... Order and method.
Was she the one that fucked up the suit?
I must act on thought and fact.
I don't know, maybe if I had some more evidence. Inspect the chimney. She won't let me in there. So I need something to distract. I need something to distract. Right. So I need something to distract on Angelina with, right? Poker was moved. Why is the wine bottle on this side?
I cannot see the logic in this. But this will not get me any closer.
The wine bottle's not for her though.
Is there something I am not seeing?
Collection slip.
Come, my little grey cells. Is there something I am...
Someone would have had to
Older
given
and
it
better.
to her, right?
That is the way. I must take a different approach if I am to uncover.
With so much to do this morning, I would have expected her to have been more focused on the time. But she was dawdling. Claims to be innocent. I would certainly not want her watching me so intently. Florette attempted a crime. She watched her after she returned. I don't get it though.
This will not get me any closer to my goal. I must act on thought. I cannot see the logic in this. This will not get me any closer to my goal.
I feel like I'm so missing something here. What am I missing now? I need to figure out some way to distract her, right?
Oh. Oh. Huh.
What are you doing there? I wouldn't get too close.
Merci for the warning, mademoiselle.
That's what I'm saying. What would I do to distract her? Alright, so new evidence over here. We got address label. Although package is addressed to E. Paget, there's no house address, so how did it arrive? And sorry about that. Wine bottle.
Come, my little grey cells. We must think. I cannot see the logic in this. But I must take a different approach if I am to uncover the...
Well, let me see. I tried connecting this to that, didn't work.
Order and method. That is the...
Only thing that ever gets on my nerves is just not. It's like never tell me where they want me to go with this, or it's like the game just not following my logic, one or the other. Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to y'all watching. I appreciate that. She became.
I must act on thought and fact, not on impulse. Is there something I am...
Oh, wait, hold on. She mistreated, so...
I must take a different approach.
Could she have been drinking too? Well, doesn't seem like it.
Is there something I am not...
Or else they want me to low-key connect. Okay, okay. Let me run this shit back. I need to figure out how to distract Angeline. So, looks like the distractions are... They're saying that I got one. What do I have though? Because when it says you got one, that means you can connect one of these. But what am I missing here? I didn't get that until I got this address label.
I cannot see the logic in this. I must act on thought and... Magnifique.
I thought I connected this before. I guess I was tripping. You know what? No. I think I connected. I think I connected that that address to the note from Luke. I think I tripped out. I'll take that one. It seems someone collected this by hand. Who I wonder? Who collected tail letters? Well, if it's addressed to her.
This will not get me any closer to my goal.
So if they're not letting me say that it was Paige, then I would probably go to why she was done.
Surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Yeah. All right, we're getting into this now. Yeah. Alright. So Elizabeth must have requested Florette's assistance this morning, causing her to run late. I doubt Madame was happy about this. There we go. Alright, let's ask we're gonna ask Florette first, just off the fact that I feel like Elizabeth's not 100% crossed off my suspect list. Because, like, right now my three suspects is, like, Cassandra, Elizabeth, and the loot guy. But yeah, obviously Florette's innocent. That was kind of plain obvious.
Anything to show you I didn't do it. And madame, I need this job, monsieur. Yes, another thing on my to-do list. I'm afraid it's not in the same condition as when I picked it up.
At whose request?
It was a favor for Lizzie. I didn't mind having to get it.
Merci. I shall take everything you have told me into consideration.
Fam, that was the longest load ever.
Certainly, officer. The lounge? A package?
Oui, it is quite hard to miss.
Oh, how silly of me. I must have had my head in the clouds this morning. I'm sorry, I can't help you further.
Besides the obvious, was there anything unusual about this morning?
Besides the terrible rain? No. I woke, began my duties with Mademoiselle. I had already laid out a clean dress. I helped her into it, and prepared her for the day before getting started on tidying her room as neat as a pin.
And the bracelet was still there when you left the room for breakfast?
I'm sure of it. I had it down before Mademoiselle Angeline.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Looks like we got a new mind thing. Elizabeth was reluctant to acknowledge the partial that caused young Florette to be so late. Could there be something behind her avoidance of the subject? If there's a reason, I must establish what it is. Okay. Oh wait, I was finally able to connect this.
What a revelation.
The carving acts as a subtle and private reminder of them both.
Come, my little grey cells. We must
Okay.
think...
No, I was just saying. So it looks like I think that's it for that particular part, right? Yeah, cause. Oh wait, no. It's one more.
Order and method. That is...
Oh wait, I didn't connect these.
Is there something
Oh.
Come, my little grey cells. What a revelation.
Perhaps the relationship is more serious than I first deduced. I wonder what Madame would say. She would get pissed. Or she possibly would give them the suit, right?
Another success. I never doubted myself.
There we go. I find the thought of a plain cloak and secrecy rather romantic, but their secrecy continues to perturb me. Madam, my fault. Elizabeth was planning to elope with her beloved Luke, but why would she hide such a joyous occasion? I recall her saying Madame Van den Bush, I don't know how you say it, Cassandra does not look fondly on staff relationships, but I cannot help but think there's something else. But yeah, looks like we got that completed.
Certainly, officer.
You seemed rather excited earlier at the mention of Romeo and Juliet.
How could I not be? I may not enjoy his other works, but how can one not be blown away by a story of two so deeply in love that they will risk everything just to be together?
Especially being able to draw similarities between Verona's star-crossed lovers to yourself and your dearest.
But I hadn't told.
Mademoiselle, I am an officer of the law. It is my duty to uncover the truth.
Please, you cannot say anything to Madame. She is against staff relationships of any kind. In her eyes, a relationship between staff is nothing more than a distraction.
Which, in some regards, yes, it is. In some. Like me, I'm kind of either orish to it. Because, like, my whole thing is this, like, we're in a world now where your staff members, they may get emergency phone calls and all that. That can end up being distracted. Sometimes they'll just be on their phones for no reason. So, like, it's good to have it still be a rule and all that. But as far as, like, enforcing it, like, I feel like they're doing good. Like, why? Like, you can pretty much be in a relationship as long as you don't mention it to her. Like, she wants to know that her hard-earned money is being spent, like, well. Like, you feel me?
But he means so much more to you.
Oh, officer. I have found my soulmate. At first, it was nothing more than pleasantries around the grounds. But that quickly changed.
Wait, what?
I know it's not proper for a young lady to pursue a gentleman. But once I knew his feelings reciprocated my own, why shouldn't I have followed my heart?
Now I'm kidding, though. Pleasantries means that they had, like, a decent conversation. That they enjoyed each other's, like, talking company. But I'm like, if you try and say pleasantry now, that's a whole nother meaning now.
Love transcends professional and societal rules.
The mere thought of him was enough to make me blush. But I knew that Madame would never give her blessing. If we wanted to continue, we would have to do so in secret. The summer evenings here are just so beautiful. I often find myself walking around the grounds after my daily duties are complete. And it was one such evening that Luke was waiting for me at the gazebo. He looked ever so handsome. And the poem he had prepared. He had barely started reading and I was already a blubbering mess. Standing there beneath the warm glow of the falling sun, he asked for my hand, and I gave him my heart with no hesitation. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I've been chattering on for so long. You have much more pressing matters than to listen to me rambling aimlessly.
One should never apologize for such a charming and bewitching story of love. But you are correct. While the culprit still eludes us, my work is not yet complete.
So the love Elizabeth and Luke share is obvious. Yes, she remains respectful of Madame's rulings, no matter the ridiculous nature of it. I cannot see her defying her code and stealing the bracelet. The investigation continues. Yep, and I agree with that, because it's like, I don't believe the rule's like ridiculous. If it was ridiculous, I feel like Cassandra would have did more to enforce it, you know?
Merci, mademoiselle.
So I got one over here. Okay, so
I must act on thought and fact.
farm collection.
This will not get me any closer to my goal. I cannot see the logic in this.
She denied it, but she was lying.
Order
Though.
and method. That is the... I must take a different approach if I am to uncover... I must take a different approach if I am to
Fam, what? Like, what is you talking about? Oh, no, from Luke. Tripping. So she confirmed collection.
This will not get me any closer to my... Order and method. That is... I must act on thought and... Is there something...
Oh, wait. So she was mistreated because of this, right?
I cannot see the logic in this.
Yeah, she was running the errand. Us requested her. Oh, wait, or does it just connect to like
Come, my little grey cells. Is there something I am... Come, my little grey cells. We must think...
was assistant there? Oh, wait. So parcels collected from tailors.
This will not get me any closer to my goal. I cannot see the logic in this.
I don't get it. So, because parcel is the same thing as package, right? Package was addressed to Elizabeth.
I must take a different approach if I am to Order and method. That is the way to... I must act on thought and fact, not...
Okay. So we got two things here. Just confirm the collection. Strange considering that the parcel is addressed to her. She denied knowledge of the parcel.
This will not get me any closer to my goal. Order and method. I must take a different approach if I am to... Come, my little grey cells.
Wait, so then who? Yeah, who did get the? Cause she's denying it. Cause what did she get breakfast? This shit is getting ridiculous, man.
Anything.
Merci. Oh. Aha. Hmm. Ah.
Oh wait. I'm so like fam. I'm so forgetful about that. You know, I was hella forgetful about that. So she denied the partial, right?
I must act on...
Angelina seemed to be the last one to use this.
I cannot see the logic in this.
I can. It's just slowly starting to come together now.
Is there something...
Because like we know this is what's the name's thing. So why wouldn't
I must act on thought and fact, not...
I think I'm moving too fast for the game now. How did this survive?
This will not get me any closer to... I must take a different approach if I...
Different approach.
I cannot see the logic in this. Perhaps...
Well, she's innocent because what's the name had her
Order and method. That...
Well, maybe I'm thinking too much about this. So when you see that when I see that yellow line, that means these are all connected, right?
Come, my little gray cells.
I got one here. But that doesn't tell me why she's being accused though. Unless what's her name somehow seen the note.
I must act on thought and fact, not...
Confirmed this was the reason she was late returning. Which then would have connected to here, right?
This will not get me any... Come, my little gray cells. Is there something? I cannot see the logic in this.
Confirm collection. Collection slip.
Order and method. That is the way. I must take a different approach if I am to uncover the truth.
Well, breakfast hasn't been... Come on. Breakfast hasn't been touched because of the whole
I must
argument.
take a different approach.
Let me, She must have been out of the house. Refrain. Confirm collection. Confirm this is the reason she was late.
Ah.
Still need to inspect the chimney, right? It's a good game, though. I can't. Only thing is, it's like when it comes to me, it's like I'm always moving ahead without like I'm never one for showing work. That's my issue right here. So like, Remember, y'all, showing work in math class is actually important. This is why I'm fucking up now. Be in such a state.
Come, my little grey cells. This will not get me any closer.
Yeah, like, why is the note from Luke still a thing? Why is it still relevant?
I cannot see the logic in this. Perhaps
I don't blame you, bro. I kinda can't either. Like, why is it still a thing?
I must act on thought and fact.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I thought I just connected this.
Is there something I am not seeing? Order and method.
Okay, so let me look at these others. What do I got left on here that I haven't? Confirm the collection.
Order and method. That is the way. I must act on thought and fact. Come, my little grey cells. We must.
Confirmed collection. Wait.
This will not get me any closer.
I think Cassandra might have jacked her.
I cannot see the logic in this.
I think I'm about ready to press Cassandra now. Because I don't see. Oh God. We'll just move with the directional pad. I said directional. We'll move with the yeah, the directional pads. We'll move with that.
I must take a
No,
different
but
approach.
yo,
if
y'all
I-
see what I mean though, right? I'm pretty sure I had just literally connected some of this shit.
Is there something I am not?
And now every okay.
Order and method.
Just keep connecting. Just keep connecting.
I cannot see the logic in this. I must take a different approach if I am. Is there something I am not seeing? This will not get me any closer to my. I must act on thought and fact.
Trying to, bro.
Come, my little grey cells. Is there something I am not seeing? Order and method. I must take a different approach if I. must act on thought and fact. This will not get me any close.
Wait, I thought I connected these. Like,
Come, my little grey cells. I cannot see the logic in this.
alright. So does that have something to do with the formal suit then? Because I just about.
Come, my little grey cells. Order and method. That... I must take a different approach if...
Bro, the moment I got these two new things. Oh, wait, hold on. Must have requested this morning. Right. And that's probably why she got
I
mad.
cannot see the logic in this. Is there something I...
Nope. Hey, y'all, at least y'all know, like, I'm not just tripping off.
I must...
Like, I'm not tripping.
This will not get me any... I must act on thought. Order and method.
It makes no sense clicking on this since it's like right
Come,
next
my
to
little
it.
grey cells. Is there something I...
Oh, right. So she wouldn't have been happy about this, which would probably mean why she was.
This will not get me
No.
any closer to my goal. Magnifique.
There we go. Got it. It took me a minute, y'all. As she was constantly busy and under the watchful eye of Madame, Florette lacked an opportunity to take the bracelet. Why would Madame accuse her?
I must take a different approach if... I cannot see the logic in this. Is there something...
Alright, because it's part of the scam, right?
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
There we go. Yeah, it's gonna be so annoying cutting a lot of this shit out. I still gotta do it with the first one, but like, yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all will just fast forward if falls fails. But let's see. Will she seize the opportunity and attempt to improve and continue to hide her financial woes? I probably think so. Bro, she desperate enough.
Come, my little grey cells.
And she just, like, she doesn't like her
Things are
either.
beginning to become clearer.
That's what I'm saying. Incarceration appears to be the latest in a series of abuses. Yep. Have no doubt in her innocence. What I do doubt is the behavior of Madame von den Bosch. If I have heard is true, or if what I have heard is true, her treatment towards Florette is disgraceful. Yep, we got it done. And like, here's the sad part, y'all. I'm not even. It's like I'm ahead of the game still, because this particular part I was not focused on. I was just focused on like what's up upstairs. I'm already ahead of this. Like I know. It's like I already knew she was innocent. Like off of so many different reasons.
Anything to show you. She never used to be such a witch. When the Viscount was alive, she was much nicer. He was the head of the house, he gave the orders, and he treated us right. I would have gone long ago, monsieur. But my family can't afford for me to be picky about my employment.
Facts. Still look kind of like that to this day.
I was not aware you were supporting your family, and at such a young age.
Shoot, believe it or not, it's people that's even younger supporting their family. Like even here in the U.S., people think this is such a rich country. Like no, you got people that probably been like helping, if not supporting their family since they've been like 13 and up. Like this shit ain't no joke. And that's like excluding like drug dealing. Like that's excluding the drug dealers.
Papa lost his job at the factory just before he left for good. So Mama had to work even more. I was old enough, so I went to work. When I joined the Vandenbosch house, the Viscount was very kind. I didn't think he would care, but he wanted to help. He gave me some extra in my first pay pack, enough to keep the landlord from kicking Mama out at least. No one had ever been that nice before. I didn't know what to say, but all he wanted me to do was work hard for her. He even let me to go home and visit Mama and my brothers at Christmas with a food parcel from the kitchen. Mama said she had never seen so much food. It's always been hard for her. Even before he left for good, Papa wasn't around much, and even when he was, we both wished he wasn't. My brothers were too young to remember what he was like, I hope. When I walked in Mama's house, everything seemed so much smaller. I must have got too used to the size of this house. I swear, you could fit our house in just this lounge. We didn't have much, but we didn't want for much. It was simple and it was home.
Facts.
The valuables in the house do not determine the love it shares.
Facts.
Someone should tell Madame that. Not that she'd listen anyways.
I will uncover the truth of what happened today, mademoiselle. That, I promise you.
The Viscount kind nature shined through again. His treatment of the staff is quite a contrast from that of Madame's. From the way his young Mademoiselle speaks of her family, I cannot believe she would risk her employment at the house and put them into even a worse position.
Merci. I shall take everything you have told me into consideration.
Alright, we getting there, y'all. We getting there. I just gotta remember from now on to like start from any of the new clues that you get. Like as soon as you see like the one pop up, like usually you just start from the new clues. Don't try and mess around with the old clues. So I gotta come up with some way to distract her, right? Doesn't look like none news popped up.
Hmm. Aha.
Either or I think now it's time I can press Cassandra. So I think we might just press her now.
Aha.
If you say so. But yeah. 0. Wait, ain't something else missing? Yeah, this painting here was missing.
Oh.
Alright, I think now we can press her. Cause I don't think there's anything else I can do here at this point.
Hmm.
Really, officer? If you have something to ask, officer, I suggest you stop wasting my time further and just get on with it.
Damn. Can't relax. I've already seen and heard how hot-tempered Madame can be. I should approach this with sensitivity. Nah, fuck all that. Be direct. It's like, nah. My apologies, madam. I was merely thinking about what Florette has done to your family.
And this is how she repays me? I will not be happy until I see her sufficiently punished.
I say be more empathetic.
I am glad you have finally come to your senses and have seen her guilt.
Inquisitive. Since the death of your husband, have you struggled?
It is challenging at times, I will admit. But I can assure you the Van den Bosch name is as strong and prevalent as it has always been.
Right.
I have tried my best to provide for Angeline, although sometimes she may not see it that way. She is not to know about what we have discussed. It is my burden to carry.
Oh, I'm
You
snitching.
are accepting the hand you have been dealt and raising a fine young mademoiselle. That is all that can be asked of you.
Alright, it's time to do my DJ academics and pull the civilian card. I'm about to snitch.
And you have done nothing but bother my staff and my family. I cannot stand here any longer and listen to this second-rate officer speaking such drivel.
Yo, whoever is lurking in my chat, bro, I knew like you came back right when I said I was gonna snitch. I'm supposed to not be having y'all hear me talking about like snitching, cause you know I don't snitch. I'm gangster like that. But let me chill. Done. So Madame Danvers offers me the smallest slither motion showing how she cares for her daughter before she makes haste for the door. Is it out of embarrassment or perhaps there's something she is trying to hide? I wonder if Angeline noticed Madame's abrupt departure. Yep. I'm mad that these niggas said, the people said congratulations. You got her in the feelings. Yeah, she was doing good. I wonder if Angelina noticed Madame's abrupt departure. She probably has. Let me get this over with quick. I kind of want to talk to her.
The longer you are here, the further the criminal...
You have been of great... Huh.
Here's the bracelet. It was carefully concealed inside the rectangular metal tin. I'm mad I really just found a bracelet.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
To stage a burglary and let it go so far is totally unacceptable. I cannot believe I allowed Angeline to deceive me for so long. Hiding the bracelet inside the chimney and staging a burglary, all part of a calculated and devious plan. I should bring this investigation to an end. Enough of my time has already been wasted, but I will not be satisfied until I know why. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good. I didn't see that one coming, actually. I'll admit it. Wait, actually, no. Wasn't she on? Was Angeline on my list? I originally put up Elizabeth Badowley. I put up Cassandra, and I think I put up Luke. I don't think I put Angelina into the mix. But I probably should have, just off of the fact that she's the one that was like, yo, I know I got robbed. And then you also gotta consider she's the first and the last person to find it. This ain't the first time I dealt with a case like this either. It's just, again, she came off as a super nice person. She didn't even come off as hiding it.
Certainly, officer. You have found the culprit and the bracelet.
Everything will be revealed in good time. Would you be so kind as to gather everyone in the lounge?
Of course.
But it makes sense to be Angelina, because think about it like this, from like the door's perspective, either she wanted a whole bunch of money for no reason, or she wanted to actually help out the house. But the mom was like, yeah, but the mom was too proud. So the daughter just was like, you know what, I'm gonna put it into my own hands. But we'll see.
Merci, Mademoiselle Elizabeth, for gathering everyone. Will Madame Van den Bosch be joining us shortly?
She stormed past me not long ago, and I've not seen her return.
Very well. Under usual circumstances, I would wait. But I think we have spent enough time on this matter, n'est-ce pas? We shall have to proceed without her. This morning started like any other. My usual ordinary patrol, until I was approached by Mademoiselle Elizabeth about a suspected burglary and a missing bracelet.
Fam, why you bringing yourself into the beginning of the story, though? He's like, okay, I'm gonna start it off like this. See, me, the main character, you know, I was chilling doing this boring ass patrol, and then all of a sudden, this, right, I gotta keep it polite. Mademoiselle Elizabeth came through talking about a missing bracelet. So I just knew, like, oh shit, time to waste some time. So I got Detective Foss to go through 3 hours? Go to 3 hours worth of bullshit. Just to find out that the missing bracelet was just in the fireplace this whole time.
A crime I've been falsely blamed for.
That I shall come to. I began my investigation outside, but it was not long before I realized there were no signs of an intruder. So I turned my focus to those in the house. You. Florette, your time here at the house has not always been the easiest for you, shall we say.
I do what Madame tells me.
And to the highest standard, I presume.
Madame's standards are very high. I do my best.
And you would at least expect fair treatment for the work, not to be spoken to in such a cruel and vicious way.
Monsieur?
I refer to how poorly Madame Van den Bosch treats you. You are at her beck and call, and she does nothing but belittle you.
That is Maman you're talking about. Just wait until...
It is nothing but the truth I speak, mademoiselle. All the while, mademoiselle stands by and does not even notice such cruelty. That must have angered you. Perhaps you thought it was time they deserved some retribution.
Stop trying to put words in her mouth.
I am merely giving her a voice, one that has been silenced for so long.
Maybe I do think she deserves it. She's had the world handed to her on a plate, and the likes of me get nothing.
A motive begins to rear its head.
You're just trying to get me to admit to something. Well, I've done nothing.
Allow me to finish. I am sure you will want to hear what follows. Let us return to this morning.
I was only trying to help Lizzie.
You must have known how Madame would have reacted to your late return, especially with her prior treatment of you.
She's angry at whatever I do.
But nonetheless, you were willing to help a colleague, a friend, knowing what the repercussions could be. And that show of loyalty to your friend has been the thing that proved your innocence.
Monsieur?
Because of such willingness to help, you were delayed in town, meaning you had no viable way of taking the bracelet from Mademoiselle Angeline's room. There was simply no opportunity.
I told you! Maybe now Madame will believe me.
It is evidence not even she can ignore. Which then leads us to Mademoiselle Elizabeth. Mademoiselle Elizabeth, you have been with the Van den Bosch family for quite some time now, correct?
That is correct.
You have grown close with both ladies of the house, and your fellow members of the house staff, would you say?
Of course. And I certainly hope they feel the same.
Yeah, I feel like this is being just an asshole.
Officer, please.
Elizabeth, what is he talking about?
I am referring to the lengths Mademoiselle Elizabeth has gone to remain in your maman's employment.
It is Madame's house. She can enforce whatever rules she chooses.
Even if they are going against the very nature and cornerstone of man, to love.
I still do not understand.
But nah, I wasn't wrong about Angelina taking the handkerchief and burning it though. I just wasn't expecting her to have the whole tin can thing in there. Like, that's what threw me off. Or in other words, like, I just really didn't expect her to be the culprit.
Perhaps that is best for everyone. It is neither my place nor my want to make this situation any more awkward than it needs to be.
Oh, thank you.
Besides, it was not that story that cleared Mademoiselle Elizabeth's name. Rather, Florette's.
Florette's? But she was not here for most of the morning.
But when she was, more precisely while preparing the table in the lounge, she noted that, against regularity, you arrived alone for breakfast, without Mademoiselle Angeline by your side.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
It means that I found myself with two suspects with potential motives. But with a lack of opportunity, I was left with only one. Mademoiselle Angeline.
You can't believe I would hide my own bracelet.
There's only an explanation that remains. But perhaps Florette would be more satisfied hearing the truth from you.
I have nothing to say.
Okay. You'd rather allow a faithful member of your staff to take the blame for your juvenile adolescent actions?
How dare you speak to me like that? You have no idea what you're talking about.
I know that losing a father at such a young age is young. So I know that losing a father at such a young age must be horrific and terrifying. So do I hit her with... Do I basically say... But bro, why would... That's the whole thing. They're going broke, so why would she care?
You can't actually believe I would hide my own jewelry.
If you didn't, explain to me how your memento tin with the bracelet inside came to be lodged inside the chimney of your bedroom fireplace.
And then there's also the fact that you stopped me too.
You have no proof I put it there.
Besides you being the only one in the room alone, even after finding the bracelet, I still did not know why you had done it. Until I contemplated why Madame was selling so many heirlooms and art.
You had no right to snoop through our house in the first place.
When it is part of my investigation, I have every right, mademoiselle. The unpaid bills and final notice from the telephone company.
Oh shit, they cut off his voice.
Maman can do what she wants with her art. That means nothing.
But when there was no more art to sell, what then? You could not risk her taking your father's bracelet and selling it. So, You staged a burglary pretending it had been taken, preventing her from selling it. Then you stood back as the innocent Florette paid the price.
She didn't think about me at all. She was going to take my bracelet and sell it off. It would have just ended up on some old wrinkly wrist. I didn't think Maman would blame her. I didn't think she would do anything.
But she did. And somehow that evidently didn't cross your mind. When Madame returns, you shall have it all to explain.
Well, let me know in the comments if y'all knew it was Angeline. Like, the only thing that came off as suspicious to me was just the whole handkerchief thing. Like, I ignored literally almost everything else having to do with her, even like a metal tin thing or whatever. Like, I ignored all that shit. But like I said, I'm only good with evidence. I'm not good with almost anything else. Like, I can't tell like when somebody's like up in line. That's not really my thing.
Maman can't know what I've done. She will be furious.
Nah, she ain't gonna care. She would probably still fire Florette if she wanted to.
But Mademoiselle Florette will be proved innocent. And that is what is important. No crime has been committed, so I see no reason why this should continue any longer. It is time you considered the consequences of your actions. And now, you must face them head on.
Maman, you're home.
Of course I am. And I've brought someone that will bring some order to this chaos.
Major Felix Hagen. He may hold the rank of major in the British Army, but I question his authority here at all. In police matters, I am the authority. This is my investigation, and I will not have Madam dictating the results any longer.
Major, I can assure you I have the situation under control.
From what I have heard, you are far from it.
The missing bracelet has been found, and the guilty party has been identified.
I am well aware that the maidservant was behind it all. And yet I see her standing as free and innocent as you and me.
I am sure Madame Van den Bosch has informed you of her suspicions, but I'm afraid it was merely speculation.
Excuse me?
After conducting a full investigation, the evidence and facts led me to deduce...
Yeah, go with that top one. Because if I open right say this, she gonna try and defend her daughter. So let's just get her innocence done with first.
I certainly hope you are not accusing my daughter of...
Fam, I said, you know...
I'm sorry, Maman. He's right. Florette is innocent. I just wanted to show you.
Shh, girl. I will not have you guilted into taking the blame for that sticky-fingered girl.
Madame Bosch refuses to acknowledge even a fraction of what has really taken place. I shall not let this continue any longer.
Perhaps it would benefit you to remember you are nothing more than a simple officer of the law.
Officer Poirot, a word. Madame Van den Bosch was forced to make her way to inform me, alone, I might add, of the goings-on at the house today.
Major, with all due respect, she was impeding the investigation.
This may be how some officers act in the city, but here we show respect to our citizens. You are an officer of the law and should act as such. Insubordination like this will not be tolerated.
Alright, then fire me, motherfucker. Like,
As
shit.
the ranking officer, I have conducted my investigation and...
Ranking officer? Ha! You are an auxiliary officer. You have little authority over anyone, let alone a major. You would be wise to remember who is close friends with your commanding officer. After what I have heard of your past in the city, I'm sure he would look upon today's events as another failure at the hands of Officer Poirot.
As reserved as this has become, I must select my battles more tactfully. I can only hope the captain at the station will see things with some sense.
Oui, Major.
Now I suggest you do your duty and escort the maidservant to the station where she can be formally charged and a sufficient punishment handed out.
Nah, bro, I ain't doing it.
Right away.
Come on, man, that's some bullshit. Bro, I wouldn't have did it. You can fire me for insubordination, fam. I'm never going to, like, do some bullshit like that.
I'm sorry, mademoiselle. This is not the outcome I expected.
Maman was right. We'll always pay the price for the upper class's actions.
We will do everything we can to clear your name.
What can you do now? Madame said I'm guilty of a crime and I'll be punished. That's that.
A crime that was never committed. Once the truth is explained, this wrong shall be set right.
Angeline did not intend for you to be arrested. Surely you know her better than that.
I should have known better than to expect anything else. Justice and fairness don't reach the likes of me.
This is some bullshit, man. This young lady has already faced so much mistreatment at the hands of Madame Van den Bosch. I shall not allow her punishment to continue.
What you saw today was not justice. In the eyes of the law, you are innocent and have been harshly treated and wrongly accused. No one will be going to jail.
But that doesn't help my employment, does it?
That I cannot save. But your freedom, I shall make sure of that.
I feel like an imposter dressed in police clothing. I was brought here today as a representative of the law, and any shred of authority I had was dashed at the hands of the major. I refuse to allow justice to waver and for it to become nothing more than a hand for those that wish to play it, as and when they choose. This is not the first time I've seen the law bent to fit one's purpose, but it will certainly be the last time I fail to stop it. I'm type pissed off about that shit, bro. I wasted a whole 3 hours just for this girl to still get jailed. Like, this is some bullshit, bro.
Detective Poirot, I trust this finds you well. It has been many years since our paths last crossed, and while I'm sure your recollection of the events may differ from mine, I hope that receiving this letter has not rekindled a sense of animosity toward myself or the Van der Bosch name. The impression you made is something that has stayed with me since that day. It compelled me to reconsider the spoilt young lady I would have inevitably become and helped shape me into the woman I wished to be. You made me see the childish and selfish girl in me that did not consider the consequences of her actions or how they may affect others. Although Maman may see the events of that day differently, I believe the compassion you showed for our mate Florette, as well as the drive to uncover the truth and accept no alternative, was a testament to your character and professionalism. Although I wish it were under different circumstances, your assistance is once again required, and I hope you will consider this as my formal request for your service. This forthcoming weekend was due to be one full of joy and happiness at the announcement of my engagement to Gideon Demir, whom I love dearly, bringing together two illustrious families, but it has been shadowed by deceit, extortion, and blackmail. The Van der Bosch name is being held to ransom by a mysterious party, and I am afraid I do not know who I can and cannot trust. We are holding a small gathering to celebrate our exciting news with what Maman calls the dignified elite, those that are well respected and held in high regard in both our close inner circle and society. Our private matters have always remained just that, so I fear one of those invited may be the person who is out to ruin our name, but for reasons I cannot fathom.
No, why don't you just get the Major to do it?
I have a ticket for you to join us for the announcement, and having contacted your superiors and the correct authorities to request your assistance, which they were more than happy to grant me, I shall expect your arrival with great anticipation.
Yo, I better not hear no
There shall be a
bullshit
carriage
from this
waiting for
dude.
you at the station to bring you directly to Mnemozan House. I thank you in advance in our time of crisis. Yours respectfully, Angeline van der Bosch.
I ain't gonna lie, her mom's really did piss me off though. I mean, in some ways, y'all can say I was kind of right though, cause like that's why I didn't 100% say I lost this case. Because in all my opinion, I knew her mom was gonna do that bullshit. I was calling it. I finally arrived. My priority is to get out of this bitter cold before I sneeze completely. Like, bro. I must not get distracted by the celebrations. I was brought here to uncover the identity of Mademoiselle Angeline's blackmailer. And that is exactly what I shall do. Okay, let's see what we got here. So we got the 6 W's. Yeah, we got the 6 W's. Why did the Coleman commit the crime? Cool. Where? Items. Key items related to this case. Okay. Documents. And Angeline's letter. I mean, fam, you kind of are like, you're overestimating Hercule just a tiny bit. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to sneeze. You're underestimating them I said underestimate. You're overestimating them just a little bit. Like, to be honest, I probably wouldn't, like, if this was me, like, if I was in his place, I probably would have figured this shit out quicker. Because generally, one of the biggest things you're usually supposed to do, you're supposed to extremely investigate the crime scene. Because the witnesses are generally held for a certain time, so it's like, it's not... Well, actually, not. That's when more police are involved, but, like, yeah. Usually, like, the witnesses aren't supposed to really leave and shit like that. So, yeah, I probably would have figured it out faster. Because I would have just been like, oh, yeah. You realize this box is, like, right here, right? She would have probably did a shock face like, oh, where do you know? And then all I really would have had to do was just collect alibis and call it a day. Like, it would have been it. But they kind of had me jumping a little bit through hoops and hurdles for this shit. But now I kind of see why now. Because of the Major. The Major kind of made it, like, ridiculous. So your services are required. The Van Dutch family have formally requested your assistance with regards to a reported case of blackmail. Local informants have confirmed several counts of blackmail in the area over the recent weeks. An investigation into potential links is underway. Okay. Chief Inspector Gabe. Oh wow. So, yo, how long has he been the inspector for? Because if I remember right, he was the inspector for that last drone too, for that last game. But any, I want to see who I'm dealing with here. This was some bullshit though, bro. Yeah, but she really did have a rocky relationship. Is it storming outside? Where am I at? The backyard or some shit? Always investigate, man. Always investigate. Folks be thinking I'm gonna be playing around, like, nope. Where we having a meeting with the wait, what's the name? What's the name of that from fuck. I think it was just the Order. You know that detective game where you was the detective game that had George Washington and all them niggas in it? It's just like that. It's like the meeting of some of the renowned world leaders. And then if somebody doesn't mind, can y'all let me know if Napoleon is actually from George Washington's time? Because I thought Napoleon was like before his time. That one kind of was throwing me in for a loop. I was like, they're saying he was a young officer and shit. A moment longer in this weather and my fingers would have become too cold to even knock on this door. Bang. Bang, 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 bang.
Bonjour, my name is Hercule Poirot. I am here at the invitation of Mademoiselle Angeline.
Ah, Detective Poirot. We have been expecting you. Please come in from this frightful cold.
Oh, so my dude's a detective now. Okay. So he's no longer a cop. If that's what I'm getting. Because they're calling him detective now. So
Merci. I don't think I would have lasted much longer out here before turning into an icicle.
Welcome. I am Archibald Sterling, the head butler. Please accept my apologies. I have a rather pressing matter, but I will see that you are attended to immediately.
Do not trouble yourself on my behalf. I am sure I am more than capable of finding my room. I shall straighten myself up and be ready to join the party.
There is no rush, Detective. Dinner will not be served for some time. So please, make yourself comfortable.
oh shit! I see you. I see you, Hercule. Got the red shoes on and
Once
shit.
you have settled in, I am sure that Miss Angeline will be happy to see you. She has been eager for your arrival. She's not been herself recently.
Wait, how do you know this?
You will be staying on the first floor. I believe your room is one of the two on the west side of the house.
Merci. I am sure we shall speak again soon.
It's time to make myself comfortable. I should begin by finding my room before the Straighten myself up before the party begins. Yep. Alright, so usually the issue with blackmails is generally the person that's blackmailing you. What the fuck is you looking at, bro? But like generally the people that are on your suspect list for cases like this are people extremely close to you.
Huh.
Tonight's survivors have written a small signed message. The male guests are based to the east wing. Okay. This guy, Zachariah.
Bonjour. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Detective Hercule Poirot.
Detective, I hope you're not here for me.
Not that I am aware of. Should I be?
Ha! Ha ha! Not often you meet a detective with a sense of humor. I'm Zakaria Demir, but you can call me Zach.
Judging by the smell of alcohol, I would say he had begun celebrations early and is likely to be this friendly with everyone. Come on. There we go. Yeah, let's see if we can draw something out of them.
If I had seen them, maybe I would have. It is meant to be their celebration, but they're always off, dealing with something or other.
Something or other? A rather vague expression.
Let's just say they like to keep their cards close to their chest. For such a well-known family, I'm surprised they can keep anything hidden.
Would you care to elaborate on what Mademoiselle may be hiding?
I'd rather not. You're the detective, isn't that your job?
Très bien, Monsieur Demir.
Perhaps I should keep my occupation and reason for being here to myself. For now, at least, I fear it may derail my initial introductions. I understand the staff are busy. That is true, though, but I was hoping someone could
You'll
assist
be
me.
lucky. I've been waiting for a refill for ages. I came out here to find someone myself.
Ah, I see. The preparations for this evening's dinner must have taken precedence.
I've seen that butler running around like a madman, but there is still no party to speak of. It's pretty clear they need to hire a few more hands.
Probably.
I shall take up no more of your time. À bientôt.
Alright, so he's on my radar now. And just in case y'all was wondering, y'all might be like, why? Because he was a drunk?
Oh.
Be like, nope. The main reason is the fact that he actually seemed to have some secrets. I said secrets. He seems to know a little bit more than he needs to know. So Oh, we're on the first floor, West Wing. So it's these rooms here. Cause I was like, what? Very few staff working. Yeah, this nigga is working too much.
I must take a different approach if... I must act on thought and fact. Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
Butler will usually escort me to my room, but on this occasion, I must find my own way. Yep. A roaring fire, blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
Looks quite valuable and delicate. I shall resist the temptation to inspect any further. So that might end up becoming a thing later on, huh? Oh yeah, by the way, if we was going by like when we walked in the house, West is probably gonna be on my left side.
Mm-hmm.
Madame von den Bosch has always been one for appearances. Why would the family want to keep a price tag on the vase? Shit, why do niggas do that shit with the fitted caps? What, y'all thought I forgot about that shit? Like, bro, we really do be doing that shit though. I know y'all seen that. I seen that shit too. I'm curious about all these other rooms. I hear bottles clanging. So, the saloon. Bro, I don't know. I forgot what a saloon is. I'm assuming this leads to the dining room. So was that like the kitchen or like the entrance to like what would you call it, like the bar or whatever? Like pretty much the spot where like the adults will chill more. Cause like, let's say you got the dining room, right? Your saloon probably be like where drinks, maybe a little bit of dancing was happening at. So kind of like that ballroom. That's what I'm assuming. Don't 100% quote me on that because I have been known to be wrong. But not completely though. It's like that. Plants lean and rely on each other to survive. I thought plants parasite off of each other. And then the weaker one dies, type shit. Let me check. Okay.
This will not get me any closer. Order and method. That is the way.
He probably is overworking them.
I cannot see the logic in this. I cannot see the logic in this.
Yeah, just making sure. Unless I'm supposed to connect these. Oh wait, they're both locked.
What a revelation.
Yeah. Y'all see me? I was about to really go into some whole other shit, and then I was like, wait, they're both locked. No shit. These must be the rooms for tonight's events. They must be locked for a good reason. Or somebody caught a body. Reasons for tonight's events. Oh, rooms for tonight's events.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Yes. I doubt Madame's standards have dropped. Staff must be working hard to finalize preparations. Oh, damn. Y'all see how fast I'm working. Watch me work. Please watch me work. Say, oh no, this is God's core. Youngin, you gotta learn how this works. Job Corps. It's hard, Bob. A pain as the sun rises over the bird. Nobody care about that. Group of saints. A beautifully composed painting of the seven saints. Madame has quite an eye for striking artwork. If anybody likes to explain that one to me, just mention it in the comments. I try to learn a little bit here and there. And try to be as blunt as possible. It's like sometimes people will go into like explanations and then I have to read some shit like 3 times just to get it.
Oh.
When it could have easily been explained.
Huh.
Like, I was talking to the homie Panda about this one time, yo. It was about Vincent Van Gogh. They gave many reasons why this man cut his ear and made it seem like he had gone crazy. But now we live, like, you notice we live in a world now, as of 2000 and, like, as in the 2010s, this has been addressed more now. We live in a world of depression and other crazy shit that describes this nigga on Van Gogh. So does that mean that nigga crazy? I mean, yes and no. What's his letter though?
Huh.
An auctioneer's receipt. Hope Madame Denvash isn't finding it necessary to sell our belongings again. Bars. Payable to. Wait, she's buying this shit? No. I see her with a she tuned in a little bit. Okay, so he is friendly and full of life and manner. He will feel comfortable as cross him out for now. He could have been the one that's like helping the blackmailer. But for all we know, it might low key be this woman's husband. Cause think about it like this. Sorry. Let me I'm trying to gather my thoughts. Think about it like this. You get 2 different rich ass families, right? But let's say if at one point they was in competition with each other in any type of way. Just because you married to the person doesn't mean like everything you own now is theirs. So in other words, like your family could still, and the rest of your family can end up still going broke because of your wife's family. So, yeah, I was walking with him. Yeah, so that doesn't take the husband off the hook either. Not sure how I would fare coming face to face with such a beast. Shit, bro. Anything could be solved with a get. Grandfather thought. Time and skill it takes to build such a wonderful piece. It is an art form. Now I think about it, wasn't there like a grandfather clock in that Stranded game I was playing not too long ago? It was. That was the crazy thing. It was. It was, but it wasn't like that was my whole thing. Like the object of that particular game was for you to find a way home. But with a game like Stranded, where they had you literally building like all these rich, expensive places, why would you want to go home at that point? Like, it was ironic, yo, because I seen this nigga, because I seen some gameplay of it. I think he built like a whole helicopter just to fly home and shit. Like, I was like, excuse me? Like, bro, if you was able to make if you was able to somehow come up with electricity and shit, why couldn't you just make a generator, call it a day? Like, I mean, I know you get lonely, you gonna want a bad bitch to be with you and shit. But it's like, you got your own spot. Like, well, actually, no, he was rich as hell. So I can kind of see why. But, at that point, I would have probably had just, like, a new perspective over the shit. I think I need a new controller soon.
Huh.
We're on fire. I could stand and gaze into the flames for hours. Okay. Perfume bottles. Selection of perfume compliments to the family. Seems rather fitting for a female occupant. Did they leave me some cologne as well? Gotta change the screen. Understandable to hide a woman's modesty while changing. Alright, because this is pretty much a studio apartment. But once you have the door locked, though, just saying. The fallen snow has laid beautifully. The fallen snow has laid a beautiful white blanket over the countryside that surrounds the house. Nothing but pure silence. Beautiful, pure silence. Not even a peep from the mice. From the mice. Damn. Let's just say not even a peep from the mouse. As the chilling wind blows. We chill. Alright, anything else around here? This man said, I'm gonna get straightened up. But I ain't gonna cap though, man. This nigga Hercule, the only dude I know as a detective that's wearing like red shoes and not giving a shit. Them shits is red as hell. This nigga said, my name ain't Hercule. It's Hercule. Like, gang. It's like, nah. But nah, no gang here. Just Foster Game and Foster Gamma. Non-affiliate. Yes. That'd be... Y'all hear that music? I just low key hear music, so it's just like boom, boo doo doo, boom, boo doo doo, doo doo doo.
Detective.
I shall take up no.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Things are beginning to come clear. It appears as though I'm staying in a very feminine room. Perhaps this has been some, perhaps there's been some confusion.
I must act on.
That's what I'm saying. The woman's room.
Come, my little grey cells. Order and method.
Yeah, because in my opinion, I think this nigga Archibald low-key fucking up. Oh, see, didn't realize it was a talk to Angeline, group of saints, beautiful painting, blah blah blah. Damn it! Yeah, I got that beat in my head now. You said beam, 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 beam.
This will not get me any closer to my goal. Is there something I am not? I must take a different approach if I... Oh. Magnifique.
There we go. Archibald is clearly flustered with his task. It appears he has sent me to the wrong room. So now I got inspected again. So let's see. Inspect the bedroom to advance the investigation. Special board. Yeah. Alright, so back to the spot. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Cards hidden under the pillow. It indicates Hugo would like Miss Conrad to speak with him ASAP. It appears Monsieur Sterling has given me the wrong room. This one had been made up for Jacqueline Conrad. No matter, I shall find my Combre myself. What? Okay. Hey, if anything new pops up, of course I'm looking through it.
Huh.
There's no tag. Must belong to one of the guests. Yep. I'll play that. Make sure we look around first. Keep that in mind. I feel like even though he's so all these would have to be the girls' rooms, right? Because if they're all girls' rooms, then I can understand how he made a mistake. But if they're not, then obviously he just done fucked up. And low key just early admitted to. Talk to Angeline, talk to Zachariah, inspect the ground hall. Okay, so we gotta go back to the ground hall. And get him.
You must be Detective Poirot. Welcome. Allow me to introduce myself. Gideon Demir.
Wait a minute.
The fiancé to Mademoiselle Angeline. The pleasure is all mine.
Angeline spoke so highly of you. It sounds as though you are the man that can sort this terrible mess out.
I am, monsieur. You have my word.
She tries her best to keep everyone else happy, but I can see it is taking its toll.
Quite understandable. She is feeling the burden of the family that is not hers to carry.
Angeline has spoken with her mother. She has asked if there is anything that could be used against her, but she was just so dismissive.
Okay.
And what are your thoughts on the matter?
I do not want to overstep my position, but if there is something that could damage not only the Vandenbosch name, but our future, Angeline deserves to know.
That is a very diplomatic answer.
You have met Madame. You know it is best to not get on her wrong side.
Yep. I have, and Monsieur Gideon is wise to select his battles carefully where Madame is concerned.
Mostly friends of the family. A couple of business associates of mine.
Okay.
Quite a mix from all walks of life.
Okay.
With regards to the blackmailing, can they be trusted, or should they be considered suspects?
Angeline is struggling to trust anyone right now, but Madame Vandenbosch, as it is her house, thought it was best for us to have them all present.
Okay.
And they will all be staying in the house.
Yes, it is a rather full house. All 6 guests will be staying on this floor. The family resides on the 2nd floor. As does Felix.
I will be sure to speak with them all. However, I will keep my identity and purpose for being here hidden, at least until I have made my initial introductions.
I'm afraid that ship may have already sailed. Once the Comtesse gets wind of something, a detective coming to the house, for example, you can bet everyone will know.
Yeah, I cannot help noticing the air of anapathy when mentioning the Major. Wait a minute, wait, hold on. I haven't been thinking this shit. I haven't been thinking this shit with the greatest of logic. This woman, instead of getting like Inspector Gabe, who at the time was my superior, who was my real superior, she went and got herself a whole major. Why would she get a whole major of an army? Like, I get for like a measly cop, you know? So that means she obviously, like, she would have really had not wanted so and so to still be working for her or something. Like, something's up. Something is up here.
You are very observant, detective. You would be wise to keep that perceptive nature while you're here.
I'm sure you are correct. But I'd like to return to your feelings towards the Major.
He has been a good friend to Madame van den Bosch over the years, but that does not make him a good man, or suitable to involve himself in family affairs.
I mean, unless he's tapping something. Yeah, I'm going there with that. I'm going there with that. Like, I don't know if it's a red herring or what, but I'm thinking the Major low-key tapping. Monsieur Gideon has not said anything negative about the Major, but sounds as though he's questionable of the Major's intentions in this house.
Merci,
I am
monsieur.
too.
I shall leave you to prepare for tonight's celebrations.
Cause who else would know y'all family secrets? The only other person, it's only 2 other people in that house that would. Actually, no, it's only 3 other people that lived in this particular house that would know any of y'all secrets. That would have been Elizabeth, Florette, or maybe Luke. And that's stretching it with Luke. So, in reality, I feel like I feel like some shit's happening here. Yeah. Look at her face. Would y'all still give her the... I'm just kidding. But nah, like... But y'all gotta think about it. It's like, dude sadly passed away. And all of a sudden now y'all can afford, like, all this stuff. But okay. And then next up we got I'm assuming this is his like brother or something. So either the brother might be feeling a type of way, so that could be a thing too. So that's the major and the brother already on my shit list. As cool as much as I would usually suspect, like the husband, I feel like if Gideon was up to something, if he was really sneaky, because here's the thing, Zach's drunk as shit, but probably still somewhat devious. So he knows he can like laugh and make jokes and shit, but he knows he's not gonna be like he knows he'll lie his way out of a situation because he's kind of a drunk. But like when Gideon expressed like his the fact that he's kind of being open about feeling a type of way about the family is coming off to me as genuine. You feel me? Like you can, and don't get me wrong, you can be cool with you can be cool with your significant other's family. It's just generally, it's like how Gideon is. How Gideon is. It's like it's just coming off as authentic to me. But don't get me wrong, he can still be on some bullshit. Anybody can. It's just I feel like he's more than least likely. Bond Mademoiselle Angeline is here. The sooner I learn more about the black male, the quicker she can return to celebrating her happy news. I am also eager to hear about Elizabeth and what became of young Florette. So see, the Von Den family have held a place in my mind since our first meeting. I'm most interested to see what has changed since then.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
Yeah, it appears the family's financial situation is much the same as last time I saw them. Can I confirm this? I don't blame you, bro. I feel the same type of way. I don't know what that man's intentions is. So, when I go back upstairs, yep, we can. So let's see here. You got something explaining to do?
Please, ask away, detective. As far as I'm aware, everything is in order. From what I understand, the late Viscount had made some questionable investments. But that is all in the past.
And regarding the payment of the blackmail?
Angeline does not have to worry about money anymore. I was born into some wealth, and I have earned my own fortune.
So then, why does she care? Something's up then.
Monsieur. I shall leave you to prepare for tonight's celebrations.
Okay, something's up with that. So why doesn't he... Maybe this is a scheme by the brother. Because think about it like this. Like, let's say you got the girl that I want to be with, but you marrying her and shit. Maybe the brother low-key thinks that, like, ruining... Probably like, false, why you walking around me like that? Or like, Hercule, why you walking around me like that? And who are you talking to? Don't worry about it, nigga. But, like, fam, don't worry about it. But, I'm saying... He's somewhat sus.
It looks as though I might be out here all weekend. What can I do? I'm a guest. I shouldn't have to go around chasing them.
Perhaps the party preparation is more of a priority.
It's not my fault they aren't ready. Why don't I wait here while you check in the butler's pantry in the east corridor? I think I saw a maid go in there earlier.
I shall take up no more of your time.
Current state. Wait.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
It looks like the family have finally got back on track with their money problems. Great to hear. Because that was my whole thing. She was spending a lot of money on shit. Tag on the vase. Doing something's going to So if I talk to her, will that advance? No. But she's gonna be here for a minute. So I'd rather get useless shit out the way first. Because like I told y'all before, it's like sometimes it's just talking to people can advance the story. And all these bags just here.
Aha.
Oh wait, ain't that Elizabeth? Yep, it is. Well, what are you now? It seems to be.
Ah, Mademoiselle Elizabeth. What a pleasure to see you again.
Detective Poirot, I'm so glad you could make it.
Unfortunately, it is not purely for pleasure that I am here. Mademoiselle Angeline requires my attention professionally.
Yes, Angeline has told me. I'm glad she called upon you, Detective. I've been rather worried about her.
I will do everything I can to find the blackmailer and bring them to justice.
I have every faith in you.
I hope I am not interrupting you.
We're all very busy, as I'm sure you can imagine. After I'm done, I can come to your room and help you with any further questions. No one escorted you? I'm so sorry. Everyone is just so frantic at the moment. Madame has requested all staff prepare for this evening.
And you have been tasked with jobs in the pantry. Surely your talents could be used elsewhere.
I do as Madame asks. Well, as Archie asks.
Wait, what?
Monsieur Sterling. Yes, I met him when I arrived. A charming gentleman. He did give me some rather vague instructions to find my room, though.
I can only apologise on his behalf. He would be mortified. I'm afraid I cannot be of much more help, but I believe you are located next to Mr. De Silva. By all means, the house is yours to explore.
I should not take Monsieur Sterling's lack of directions personally. Concerning the amount of work, okay.
Ah, yes. Guests are requested to sign the book when arriving. I believe it gives details to the guests' room locations.
It stated the male guests are to be staying in the East Wing.
Yes, Madame does not believe in male and female guests residing beside one another.
Well, no shit.
Yes, I'm afraid it may be all for show, though. She has not been herself, and it is not only I that have noticed.
Madame Vandenbosch. Surely it must have had some effect on her.
Madame has carried on as though nothing has happened. She has never been one to show emotion, and she doesn't seem to notice how it has affected Angeline. The staff, on the other hand... Angeline means no harm, but there have been some instances recently where she has acted rather sharply with them.
I hope not too sharply. A house of 2 Madame Vandenbosches would surely be too much for anyone.
I'm eagerly waiting to hear more about the Belgium's greatest love story.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm afraid it is far from a happy ending. Luke is sadly no longer with us.
Oh, shit, damn.
Oh, mademoiselle, I was not aware.
It's fine, Detective, honestly. I'm sorry, but I really must finish this.
Bien sûr, mademoiselle.
For a man that has a mind so brilliant and astute, I've made an easy job of embarrassing myself. Let this be a reminder to use one gray cell before speaking.
Merci, mademoiselle.
The pleasure is mine, Detective.
Damn. I was expecting that one. Wait, ain't I already inspect this place? Cook has obviously used... Okay. Does not seem to be anything of interest in here. Okay. Well, I think I did all my investing there. Now we shall talk to Angelina.
Before you leave, Detective, I have something for you beside the furnace here from Angeline. She wanted me to give it to you on your arrival.
Merci, mademoiselle.
Of course, Detective. What is it?
Merci.
The pleasure is mine, Detective.
Okay. What the fuck's name did she give me? Or, oh, is this it here? Letter. The letter acknowledges a payment from the previous blackmail letter. You were wise to take me serious. You have bought my silence for a moment at least. Family's privacy obviously means a great deal to you if you are willing to pay to keep your secret hidden, and can continue to pay you will. Would your mom be as willing to part with her wealth? You will bring a second parcel with another 5,000 francs to the cobblers, this time addressed to Monsieur Fanton by close on Friday. What does close on mean? You have, or is he saying like no later than Friday or some shit? Or just for Friday and only Friday? You've done your family a service by keeping this arrangement to yourself. I'm sure I do not have to tell you what will happen if the police are involved, and I hope it will not come to that. What does she do? I'm now able to read the letter that was sent. Okay. I'm sure there's a great deal to learn from them, and hopefully some clues about the author. Okay, I was about to say handwritten. Hey, I see a quill around here.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
See, this is how I was smart about shit, bro. I can't ignore the coincidence. The same style of pen that wrote the letters is present in this house, bruh. It's a dub. The letters possibly written in this same house. Like, yeah, bro. They thought I was not gonna peep that. Bro, Detective Faust, I do this. I'm warming up a little bit. I'm like, yeah. I'm warming up a little bit.
What is it? I would not say it in front of the Major, but it is rather hideous. It was a gift from him to Madame from his time overseas. I don't think it even has the capability of writing.
A pen that does not write is like a fish that cannot swim.
As Angeline describes it, a useless ornament. It's the thought that counts, I suppose.
But what if that pen can write?
Merci, mademoiselle.
Pleasure is mine, Detective.
I think y'all capping just a little bit. But that's cool. Now I learned some shit that Angelina probably wouldn't have told me. And now if she tries to like bullshit me, I can just press her instantly instead of having to look around and then press her.
Mademoiselle Angeline, it is a pleasure to see you again.
Detective, how wonderful you are here. Your travel was not too arduous, I hope?
Watching from my carriage window, I saw the beautiful countryside and rolling hills. It was anything but taxing.
I'm truly thankful you could make it here at such late notice.
No thanks are required, mademoiselle. When one is requested personally, there is nothing more important.
Gideon and I only wanted a small dinner to celebrate our engagement, but Maman was adamant on throwing this party. It may have been her idea, but it's the staff that have made it happen. Their efforts do not go unnoticed, from me at least. They have been with us for so long. I do my best to make sure they are happy and content.
Mademoiselle has made a remarkable transformation from selfish, spoiled brat to gracious young woman I've seen before me. Although I must solve this case alone, Mademoiselle's insight may be of great assistance.
Only Maman, Elizabeth, my beloved Gideon, and you, of course.
Okay. Oh yeah, and don't forget about the Major. Don't forget about him too. She's gonna be like, wait, what? What do you mean? Don't worry. Just let me get evidence first. But I'm just saying, the Major too.
And what is your fiancé's opinion of the letters?
He thinks me foolish for paying the first one if there is no secret to reveal. But
you believe there may be a secret lurking, one that Maman is herself keeping hidden.
she tells me nothing. Even though I'm a grown woman on the verge of marriage, she still treats me like the child I once was.
Perhaps it is out of love that she protects you. It is in every mother's nature to protect their young from hurt.
The relationship between Madame and Mademoiselle is obviously far from perfect. She should treasure the time she has. Oh, she should treasure the time she has with Angeline before she is wed and has flown nest. True. Actually, yeah. Let me, yeah. Angeline, give me a good suspicion. Because to be honest, you low key you was kind of low key the reason why like we was able to solve the case. Well, technically more Perry than me, but like yeah, because you You gave evidence that incriminated yourself. So yeah.
Not a single person. I don't know anyone that would stoop so low.
The guests that will be joining us tonight, they are ones you can trust?
I hope so, Detective. Before the letters arrived, I would not have thought twice about it.
They are all close friends of yours, I assume.
Friends and colleagues. Gideon has spoken positively about them. It would be a rather underhanded tactic to do such a thing to someone you are doing business with.
Wait, Gideon's doing business with all of them? Yeah, she seems to definitely have a naive nature of business. It can be ruthless and unapologetic. Perhaps I should not overlook them as suspects as quickly as she has. Which is 1,000% facts. It's like not everybody's gonna run their businesses like how I run like my businesses. Even though it's still a possibility that one day that shit could become corrupted. I'm never one to be like, oh, I'm gonna always stand true, this and that. It's like you never know what the future can bring. But all you can do is just continue being who you is, you feel me? But let's see here. Elizabeth letters show me the letters you received. One of them has already been paid.
I was right to pay it, yes? You have read them. What do you think?
You were wise to consult me, but bowing to their threat may have only shown that you are willing to pay for their silence. Is the secret they speak of worth so much?
I wish I could, but I have no idea. The letter was addressed to me, but I have nothing to hide. Maman took one look at it and disregarded the whole thing as someone's idea of a joke.
She looked at it. She is not aware of the second letter.
She doesn't know I paid the first. I thought I could make it all go away.
Did you ask Madame if there was a family secret they could be privy to?
She said I was to ignore the letters and stop wasting my time with such foolishness. If there was something, she wouldn't tell me anyway.
Appears Mademoiselle believes my man's attempts to brush away the serious nature of the letters as little as I do. But you know what? That does kind of cross her off my list, just off of the fact that let's say if her mom would have did it, she probably would have been more scared about it. But the fact that she just brushed it away, unless that's what the mom was counting on, but it's like I don't know if her mom would actually think to even try that shit. But RMX. Actually, yeah, how did you even come into like that type of money?
I couldn't ask Maman for the money. She was angry that I had even considered paying it. Gideon offered to help.
Pardon, did he not think you foolish for paying?
He did, but he said he couldn't stand by and watch me in so much distress.
Right, okay. Like y'all probably thinking the same thing I might be thinking. Like, oh, maybe he did it for the clout, low key. Because think about how underhanded that be, though. But it's like, okay, I want her to think I'm like Superman, you know? Well, Superman probably doesn't exist around this time. So I'll probably say, like, I want her to think that I'm like literally her white knight and shit. So I'm paying all this, I'm doing all that for her. When low key, it's possibly a scam that me and my brother are probably doing. I think about it. Yo, what if these niggas ain't rich? What if these niggas is full on capping?
How honorable.
We are soon to be married, Detective. A loving partnership that faces their troubles together. They are his words.
I did not mean anything by it, mademoiselle. You have found yourself a husband that will stand by your side and do what must be done to protect you. I am most pleased for you.
But I do want to know what happened to Florette and Luke.
Oh, Detective, I'm afraid I just don't know.
She was quite adamant at the police station that she would not be returning to the house, but I assumed she would at least collect her belongings.
Maman demanded that Elizabeth pack up everything she had and dispose of it.
As if the poor girl had already lost enough.
But I couldn't let that happen. Elizabeth and I took her belongings, what little there was of them, to a friend of hers in the town that Elizabeth knew of. But not even she had heard from her.
Wait, could she ever
I
return to her
wanted to
family?
contact her, but I had no address or telephone number.
Surely Madame must have had some information when she employed her.
You saw how Mama was. As soon as Florette was out of sight of the house, it was as though she had never been there at all. Elizabeth was most upset at the news Florette would not be returning.
And your mama's choice to ignore her accountability for the girl stopped you searching.
Please, Detective, you cannot make me feel any worse than I already do. If I could go back and live that day again, you must believe me, I would never have done it.
Now Angeline has finally accepted responsibility and remorseful for her actions that day, and the consequences that followed. I am pleased to see the maturity in her, but that does not help young Florette wherever she may be.
As you would expect, she has been in quite a state. It was such a terrible accident. She kept it to herself for almost a week before she even told me.
Pardon, how could you not know? Surely his absence from the house was noticed.
Maman fired him after he returned to the house. She said he could not be trusted.
But Mademoiselle Elizabeth's position was kept?
I begged Maman for them both, but she said if he was willing to go behind her back, what else could he do?
And to a point, she's not wrong. Because here's the thing. Like, as much as both Elizabeth and Luke was keeping, like, shit on the down low, like, Elizabeth had too much stain in that family in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was, like, she seemed like the only maid that the mom actually fucked with and the daughter actually fucked with. And as dope as Luke was, it's like you can always pick up another gardener. Picking up maids though, that's a tougher thing to do, especially good ones. But yeah, but gardeners, a lot of people, it's too much land for there not to be landscapers and shit around here. So yeah, that job definitely would have been easier to pick up.
Falling in love is a far cry from committing even the smallest crime, n'est-ce pas?
Cruel and unnecessary decision by Madame von der Busch. She had no right to fire him and tear him away from his betrothed.
She has been a kind shoulder to lean on through all this mess, but it is her I worry about. She has been through so much.
I was not aware of what had happened, and by mentioning, I fear I may have only made it worse by dredging up the past.
Do not punish yourself, Detective. You are not to know. I don't think your honest mistake will make much difference to how she has been feeling recently.
It's easier said than done. I may have already seen the difference in Madame Elizabeth. She was once exuberant and optimistic, seeing the positives in everything and everyone, but now I fear the loss of her love and the careless reminder from moi may have dampened her outlook.
Yes, Maman has quite a collection, although they are not all to my taste. Most, in fact.
The painting of the saints, in particular, it is quite exquisite. Is it connected to the house in some way?
The one in the hall? If you look above your bedroom door, you will see one of their names. I believe they were originally carved to watch over the occupants.
Merci, mademoiselle. I shall find you if there is anything further I need.
Alright, y'all probably want some dots connected real quick before I call it. Oh, we got a lot. Okay, so we got 3s. So let's get this out the way.
I must act on thought and fact.
I'm sorry, I find this sus. I find it sus as hell. Handwritten.
Come, my little Grace.
Okay, so this obviously has nothing to do with the letter for now, at least. What we got here? He paid the first demand. And obviously the payment was not acknowledged.
I must take a different approach if I am to... This will not get me any closer. Order and method. That is the way.
Alright.
I cannot see the logic in this. Is there something I am... Is there something... Magnifique.
They will no doubt be concerned not only for Angelina but also for their positions at the house. What is the extent of their knowledge of that matter? Okay, cool. That's one down. Next one, locate your room. What's the name? Just gave me a huge ass hint, right? What's the name? Said my room was by him. What's the name? Yeah.
I cannot see the logic in this. This will not get me any closer. I must act on thought and...
I ignore the rest of that shit. That's what I'm saying. How would he know that?
Come, my little grey cells.
Wait, did she say the book has details about where I'm at, or do I got? I probably just gotta inspect the east rooms. So I feel much more comfortable with permission to wander the halls of the house. Okay.
Order and method. I must take a different approach if I am to...
But I connect this one? Yeah, so I at least know that my plaques above the doors. Says that saints are represented by above some of the doors in this house. So how many, I wonder? Wait, didn't you say it was 7 saints?
What a revelation.
Yeah. Boom. 7 procedure saints. I should find these above 7 doors. I wonder if it matches the number of guests. Yep.
Order and method. That is...
Obviously, this is the reason why like a new one got made. So
This will not get me any closer to my goal.
seven doors. I wonder if it matches the number of expected guests. So it has to do with the book. So
Is there something I am not...
or the guests. So
I cannot see the logic in this. Another success. I never doubted myself.
all the first rooms are accounted for. Perhaps the missing door is hidden somewhere. Dear God, bro, come on. One door is missing.
I must act on thought and... Come, my little grey cells.
So one door is
must
missing. Wait. That would be me, right?
I must take a different approach if I am to uncover the truth.
Well, this dude just say,
Some
Yep.
would say a lucky guess.
I was-
I would say a moment of genius.
y'all see how I'm going about it, yeah. Because every time, like I say, a first answer, I go off into like a little tangent, and every time I go into the tangent, I get the answer right. I noticed it. I feel Mademoiselle's secret may not be the only one this house is hiding. So cool, we got that one done. Last one, right? Find out what happened to Elizabeth before it. Right there.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
It's terrible that Lou passed away, and to see how broken Elizabeth is. Yep. Elizabeth mourns for Luke.
Order and method. That is... This will not get me any closer to my goal.
So wait, so she mourns for Luke. Oh, because Luke was fired.
I must act on thought and... Things are beginning to become clearer.
Losing a loved one and not having a close friend to talk to would be difficult for anyone. Yeah, because she did low-key lose her close friend. I see how nice I am with this. Alright, well that's all. I don't know if y'all want me to continue going. I've been streaming for over 3 hours. You know what? It's gonna take a minute for my ice cream to melt anyway. Be right back. Alright. So I say y'all niggas got maybe 20 minutes before this ice cream melts. Or starts melting. So I'm gonna talk to Zachariah, then I'm gonna talk to Gideon, and then we'll expect the east side rooms. East side.
Detective, it looks as though I might be out here all weekend. Is that what he said? I can barely understand most of what he says with that accent.
I can understand Mazur Sterling perfectly, but Major Demar is more than ruse away from becoming unintelligible.
I find his accent rather pleasant, reassuring.
I guess. Not too helpful when it comes to finding your room, though. You'll probably be the lucky one that has that hideous plant outside the door.
I shall take up no more of your time. À bientôt.
What? Wait, did he just low-key confirm that he knows what a room is? So he really did just low-key confirm that. Y'all probably didn't peep it, but I did. That's why I was like, whoa, wait. Saying bigger the business, the bigness, the bigger the office.
Please, ask away, detective. Angeline has spoken of it. You made quite the impression on her, detective.
I feel responsible for what came from that day. Florette's dismissal and Luke's.
It is not your fault. Madame Vandenbosch does not like it when her rules or authority are undermined. I try to explain to Angeline the same, but her guilt has not left her. I suppose you think I was unwise to pay it?
I am glad Mademoiselle requested my help before you fell further out of pocket.
Madame Vandenbosch had no intentions of paying it, whether she believes there is a secret that could ruin the family or not.
It was an honorable move for you to make the payment. It was certainly no small fee.
Angeline is to be my wife, and then we shall be family. As far as I am concerned, my money is our money.
Merci, monsieur. I shall leave you to prepare for tonight's celebrations.
Come, my little grey cells. We must... I must take a different approach if I... I cannot see the logic in this.
Wait, that's why he got the vase?
Is there something...
Okay. Hey, I'm just making sure.
Order and method. That
I
is
thought
the
it was
way
gonna work
to
that
solve
time.
the problem.
Oh wait, or Angelina's mindful of the staff.
I must take a different approach
Okay.
if I...
Maybe those ain't working because they're like the more obvious and shit.
cannot see the logic in this.
Angry at Elizabeth and Luke. Well, no shit. Nigga ended up.
Act on thought
Yeah, because
and fact.
nigga ended up getting fired.
Is there something I am not seeing?
The question is as good as mine, bruh.
This will not get me any closer. Come, my little grey cells. Order and method. That is...
Well, she has matured, though. It's just weird, because, like, these three just popped up. Well, these four popped up. This was already here, right? Gideon and Phyllis both are very close to the family. I hope there's no conflict between the two.
This will not get me any closer to...
What am I not seeing? Well, all this is a part of this, so
I cannot
it don't.
see the logic in this.
Thought I already clicked on this before.
Is there something... I
There
should
we go.
not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Knew it had something to do with the like the staff and Elizabeth and all them. Angeline's trying to do good, even though the dismissal weren't entirely her fault. And that goes with her maturity, right?
I must take a different approach if I am to...
And she did try and find her.
Magnifique.
Tried to contact. Yep. She did. Angeline says she's never intended for Florette to be fired. I believe her. It is certainly not the happy news I was expecting. Elizabeth lost her beloved, and young Florette, the maid servant, hasn't been seen. Even with Angelina's efforts. I say Angeline's efforts. At least it appears the family have survived their financial difficulties. Okay, so that got completed. Anything crazy next? Nope. More luggage for Mr. E. De Silva. Left unattended. And right between the two front-facing doors. I'm assuming...
Oh.
Plants. Sure as I want. Bro, how did I know? This is what I was talking about. This nigga... But Hercule didn't catch it. I did. That drunk nigga already knew what room. He was just purely capping. Cause you even heard him say, like, hopefully it's not that room on the first look. Like, next to that hideous ass plant. Actually, no, he's talking about this one, I think. I'll not consider any form of nature ugly, but I am not sure how I feel about this plant. Come on, little gray cells, let's solve this mystery. Bro, y'all really just gonna let this nigga just... They really gonna do this? Y'all are really gonna do this? Alright. No, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it with them. Just know that I know, and that all that matters, cause I find it funny that this nigga happened to say my room was next to an ugly ass plant. Like, bro, like, how did you know that? The bedroom next to Major de Silva. This must be my room. Finally, I found my chamber. Although the journey was longer than expected, the destination is really quite charming. I should make myself familiar and comfortable in my new surroundings. Are you 1,000% sure though that this is your room?
Oh.
Wonder if I get a chance to catch up on my reading while I was here. That's crazy. I think I'm going to actually do some reading myself. Maybe I'll get me one of those detective books.
Huh.
I'm also thinking about doing a light novel detective series too. So I could always use the inspiration. Or otherwise, like the regular shit YouTubers do. It's like use a clip. Snow has limited view from the window, but certainly has a beauty of its own. The white blanket. As I think to my mind of that one special lady, I also want to, you know, let me not start talking about white blankets like that. But even for a detective like myself, finding this room was quite an arduous task. The house may hold more secrets than expected. Well, that's done. Wonder why. Oh, okay. Cool. Is this the part where she strips from me? Alright, so before we get into this ice cream chat, oh, how unfortunate for y'all. Like always, I'd like to thank y'all for rocking with me, Foster Gamer, Foster Gamer. With that, I'll catch y'all. I love y'all. Peace out.